For those of you who want to see Anemone but haven't been able to because it did not get any theatrical release in India and a lot of other countries where stupid babies reside, just got a notification. It's streaming now. You can watch Anemone on Prime, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, YouTube.
It just came out.
Yeah,
Didn't that just come out like a week ago?
No, 3 weeks ago. It came out 3 weeks ago.
Are you telling you like you can buy it kind of a thing?
It just says it's available for streaming. I don't know.
Yeah,
my assumption is it could be rented right now.
Yeah, but usually when it's this early, you can rent it for 20 or buy it for 24.
It might be 10. That's what they did with Weapons. Weapons immediately went to streaming while it was still in theaters, and Weapons was $9.99 on Amazon Prime. Still is $9.99 on Amazon Prime. Yeah. So, but if it's $9.99, it's worth it, and Ronan deserves, as does Brad Pitt and Daniel, for being producers on that thing. They deserve the money they put into that thing. So if you're interested, see it. I think it's one of the best films of the year.
And he's the only one that saw it.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never forget.
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Acts of Corbin.
I'm Rick.
You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, more juicy content. They go to some Patreon, follow us, hit the like button. Welcome back. Today we got a little video essay by somebody called The Hindu. It's some channel. But it's why Coolie feels like a trailer.
The whole movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's kind of breaking down basically what went wrong. And also not just Coolie, like why modern movies in India specifically are...
This reminds me of something that I just saw. So Ridley Scott is on this tangent, apparently, of how Hollywood doesn't make any good movies anymore, and he only watches his old films. He only watches his own films. They don't make any good movies anymore. Did you watch Gladiator 2?
Did you?
Yeah, it's awful. I thought it was an absolute train wreck.
Why do most movies today feel like deja vu on fast forward? Every frame is stylish, every line packaged like a punchline, but when the credits roll, nothing really stays. Hi,
that
I am
How I Met Your Mother
Thomas,
reference in the back?
To frequently
The
made
horn?
mistakes.
No,
the
he's
show
just
where
horny.
we look at the most common mistakes we see in our movies and how they could be fixed. In this edition, we look at the trappings of the pan-India blockbuster. Big, broad emotions built for every language, every reel, every meme. Conflicts simplified and moments clipped for montage. Filmmakers seem to be building for the trailer now, where stories aren't told, they simply scrolled. But the right montage can help you lift the emotion. Used carelessly, the montage can skip the emotion entirely. Today's mistake, abusing montage. Using it as a shortcut to skip the hard parts of storytelling, like the choices, the emotions, and the
Flashbacks.
connective tissue, and rushing straight to the payoff.
Yes.
Our case study today is Lokesh Kanakaraj's tribute to 50 years of Rajinikanth, a film that mixes myth and memory like a cocktail. Coolie. Let's rewind for a second. Montage wasn't born to rush stories. It was invented to reveal the truth. Early Soviet filmmakers Eisenstein and Kuleshov realized that when you cut two unrelated images together, the human mind finds meaning between them. That's called the Kuleshov effect, the birth of the cinematic language itself.
Nice.
Eisenstein called montage a collision of shots, not a flow but a fight. The meaning came from between the cuts and not from inside of them. Later, the French New Wave filmmakers used montage to break rules. They used jump cuts not to skip the story, but to rebel against structure. So whether it was Godard, Truffaut or Varda, for them montage was freedom. Then came Hollywood filmmakers who turned montage into shorthand. So you had the training montages, you had the romantic montages, you had the passage of time, you had the recap montages. Hollywood was using montage to compress time, but still with emotional continuity.
Yes.
Cut to now. In the TikTok trailer cut highlight reel age, the montage has morphed again. It's no longer about associating ideas or compressing emotion, it's
Or
about
story.
retaining our attention. When filmmakers use montage to fast forward past cause and effect and tell us what really happened instead of letting us feel it, it's no longer about storytelling.
Correct.
It becomes about summarizing.
Yep.
And that exactly is the problem with
Biggest issue with
Lokesh
flashbacks.
Kanakaraj's Coolie.
Yep.
Coolie opens like a graphic novel. 50 years of Rajni. Like Marvel Comics, a myth built in panels. We enter the world of Kingpin logistics through an undercover cop, embedded for a year and a half. He introduces everyone and dies within minutes. And that's the film's first montage, a world reduced to briefing, the details brushed aside. We meet Rajni when he's asked by students if they can drink. He tells them to mix all the stashed away liquor and mix it like a cocktail because that would give a high. And then he smashes it all because he's anti-drinking. Later we find out that he quit drinking because of a promise he made to a friend. On a need-to-know basis, Lokesh offers us a flashback sequence which is all exposition,
Need-to-know basis.
no context.
Exactly.
By the second half, the film's montage logic takes over completely. Twists arrive on cue, characters reveal secrets like they were waiting for their turn in the edit timeline. Like a magic trick that works only because we weren't shown the setup. And yet, Lokesh's intent is clear. He believes that the man needs no introduction. He trusts our shared mythology of Rajni. Like Rajni says at the end of a 3-minute-long improvised monologue, "Don't you still recognize me?" Lokesh builds a meta-myth, a movie made of memories, callbacks, and Easter eggs. It's an affectionate remix of 50 years of stardom. It's heady but also hollow. Because when cinema turns into nostalgia collage, the present moment, or now, just disappears.
Correct.
We're just watching an edit, not an experience. Montage
Well said.
itself is not the problem. It's why you use it. In Raging Bull, it's not about the punches, it's about the punishment. In
Correct.
Rocky, it's about the training, the growth, and the progress. In Notting Hill, as the seasons change, we feel the emptiness of the character. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. So good montage
Well said.
condenses the feeling, and bad montage skips it. That's the essential difference. So here's a test. If your montage skips a character's choice, it's lazy. If your twist only works because you hate the context, it's dishonest. Use montage to layer and not leap.
I love this
Not
guy.
as a shortcut to the next plot point. Use montage to build rhythm, irony, revelation, not recap. And never use it to replace what could have been a scene, because scenes are where empathy lives. Time for your writing exercise. Take a 3-page scene from your script. Now turn it into a montage.
No.
Now read it back. If the emotion vanishes, you know what you lost. Now rewrite it tighter but with heart. That's storytelling, not summarizing. Montage itself isn't a crime, but when it becomes a habit, cinema itself starts feeling like a recap of itself. Movies aren't meant to be remembered as timelines. They're supposed to be felt as time lived. So until next time, cut smart, not short. This is Sudesh Kamath signing off from Frequently Made Mistakes for The Hindu. Goodbye.
Nice.
Magnificent observations.
Nice little video essay
Yeah.
there.
Just great observation.
And I know Coolie was the subject, but it was not. It was more of a broad of
Certain Indian films in all industries. I mean, that exact same day it was in war too, as
Right.
well.
Right.
And if you've been around a while, I have a massive issue with flashbacks, which
Yeah.
is
They're typically
often
lazy.
what is done in the montages that he's referring to.
Correct.
Is that they put it there so you're like, oh, this is why he's doing
it's
it.
it's-
Or like in the end of a lot of movies that like, oh, this is a big twist, a 15-minute montage of what happened.
It's the director's default to exposition the same way a writer will have characters say things. Yeah. It's the exact same mistake in the different disciplines. And what I find really interesting about his observation is he doesn't just view montage as most happens in films, which are a 2 to 3 minute segment or less. Mm-hmm. He was equating, and I think rightly so, the totality of the structure of at least the first half of Coolie being structured as montage.
Yep.
And he's right, and all of his observations were absolutely spot on.
Yep.
Elevative artistry observations right there. 100%.
Oh yeah, this comment's great. It's ironic the same filmmaker didn't use any flashbacks for Kaithi and was critically praised because it kept focused on story. Yep.
Yeah. That's true.
It's why Coolie was kind of a big outlier for Lokesh.
Yeah.
Like, all of his other films, like he's a great filmmaker.
Great storyteller.
But he fell victim to something. I don't know what it was. It could have been a bunch of things. Could have been studio, could have been You know, we talked with, we didn't talk to him, but we know it happened with Anurag and Bombay Velvet and the studios intervening in certain things.
It's also the.
Did he get too starstruck by Rajnikant?
That's part of the problem. Part of the problem with that, I think, for Coolie was, I'm not a big fan. It's difficult to focus on your storytelling when you have to highlight your star above story. Cinema's storytelling. Now, if you want to make a film that's just for the star, then go all in. But trying to do both doesn't work. And it felt like he was trying to tell a story through the magnification of all the things that make Rajnikant a star. And it just doesn't, that typically doesn't work as obviously as Montage being used for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. If I ever made films, I'd love to one day, but unless it's as like a joke, I just don't like it so much. I would never use it. Like if montage or flashback in particular.
There's only one reason I would think of using montage, and that's because I want to compress time. Because what I want to say might take 10 pages, but my montage could say it in 1. That's what happened in Rocky. The training sequences, the 2 training sequences in Rocky, they give you 10 minutes of cinema compressed into more like 2 to 3 of his. It's his arc.
Yeah.
Him going for, because there's 2 training montages. There's the first one where he fails, and then there's the second one that he succeeds, which shows you the progression of the character. The running up the steps combined with Bill Conti's score. That works, not just because it's this iconic thing you're watching. It works because it's connected to the heart of the growth of the character and the storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like in the beginning of Gladiator, it's a flashback, right? Isn't it? Or don't they?
No.
They go back to it a lot of what happened to her.
They use flashback and Ridley uses flashback in Gladiator.
Yeah.
By placing us in the mind of Maximus.
Yeah.
And it works. And it's PTSD for him.
Yeah.
And it's him reliving memories that, like, he's praying about his, he's thinking about his family and he's remembering his family from the past. That's how it works.
Yeah. It doesn't always work like that. I despise, like, any time in a movie. Let's take Gladiator. Spoiler, it's been out for what, 4 years?
Yeah, it's been out for a long, long time. If you haven't seen it, sorry, but you should have.
Let's say they made a movie and they showed you in the beginning what happened to his wife, right?
Right, if they just did that at the beginning.
And they keep going back anytime he's struggling with it.
Right.
And they, like, this is what he's thinking of now.
Well, they just did that with the movie we watched, with the fire.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know he's doing that. You've shown me that. You don't have to keep showing me exactly what. Like,
stop showing me what he's thinking. You showed it to me once.
Yeah, I know what he's thinking.
I know what he's thinking anytime he sees it. I know what his trigger is now. You don't need to spoon feed me.
Yeah.
Another great thing that happens with storytelling, they just did it in episode 3, season 3 of The Diplomat, because it's out now.
Not seen any of it.
It's a great show.
I hear that. Yeah.
And I love The Diplomat, and it's keeping on, man. It's just season 3 picked up right where season 2 left off. But at the end of this episode, I'm not giving you a spoiler, but I'm going to let you know, some of the most critically, a decision is made by a main character, and the other person that they are with learns about them making the decision together by looking at each other. Not a word is said by anybody. We rewound it last night and rewatched it. I went, just watch this. It's the 2 characters talking to each other about a massive decision, and not a word is exchanged. It's wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful storytelling.
A nice video.
Give me more.
In depth, though. Apparently, The Hindu has 1.8 million subscribers.
Give me more from him.
Big channel here. Let us know other
Sudhish
videos
Kamath
from him or other creators that we love videos like this that are kind of going over movie making mistakes or good things. It's a lot of fun. So let us know your thoughts and anything else we need to know down below.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never fall.